For the day before the final is due and working on the grammatical content, I will help students by reading out loud an impossible sentence. And then we're going to fix that sentence together. In a classroom, that's a challenge because, of course, they're worried that somebody's going to see them. And yet they still do it. When I say nobody can see you, I can't see you, I'm looking at the sentence. And so I will write out a typical long run-on sentence, and I'll put some funny words into it. And online, this works really well because online, no one can see them. And so I write out a sentence that's nonsensical and has some funny words in it and things. And then we read it out loud and listen for the pause and listen to where the punctuation would go. And then when we acknowledge the pause and where the pause took place, then it's a question of what punctuation, using punctuation as our paintbrush, which punctuation would work best in this particular sentence. I'll show you one. In a tutorial in the online website for the class, I might start with a sentence like this. And when I'm filming the tutorial, they see me down in the corner, so I'm reading something that I wrote that's a jumbled up, fractured sentence. And that way, it removes any kind of stigma from them. So this situation works out very, very well all the time because this is a sentence that I wrote. I have myself on the screen, and we're going to read it out loud together and listen for the pauses and clean up the language at the same time. So we would go through immediately and see which of these words are unnecessary after reading it out loud, which ones are too colloquial and don't sound like formal rhetoric. And then after completing this sentence, we've had so much fun, and each time we do a draft, I will pause the video, and then when I come back, I've completed that work that I would assume they helped do. And it works beautifully. In my experience, anytime a student is able to learn a new skill from outside of a realm where they feel like they were wrong and they need to learn how to do it right, I diffuse that by showing something that I wrote, and we fix that together. And then when they look at their own writing, the shame is all out of it. There's not a storm going on, and they can fix their sentences in their own essay. Then when they bring it to me, if they bring it to me, or if they send it to me via email, then I will videotape myself reading out loud what they wrote. And again, they're still a bit removed from this because we're not looking at something with pointing a finger at them in any way. And so then they are able to see how to correct that sentence. And in every single case, I see fantastic results as students go on, and it becomes second nature to listen to the sound of a sentence, to know when the sentence is over, because that's the problem I see most in my students, is they ramble because they don't know really when a sentence is over, and I blame technology for that as well. But I make it fun, and I use my own self as the point of fun to show something that I've created, and anytime I can diffuse that from students and make them feel good about themselves, honor the writing that they've done, and then just learn how to tweak it and make it a formalized sentences and paragraphs, it works really well. So that's what I do.